welcome to Can Capture's Life in Digital. I'm here with Antonia Faulkner from Samsung Ads. Antonia, first of all, thank you so much for hosting. What an amazing venue.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, so nice to be in the aircon. Yesterday I was kind of on, running up and down La Crusette, sometimes recording from hotels and boats, but outside too. So not having
Yeah.
the sun is
Well,
is
if
a
you ever
danger.
need to come cool down, you know where to come.
I do indeed. The happy hours I'm booked in. So, Antonia, it'd be great if you could introduce yourself and also tell us a little bit about Samsung Ads.
Yes, absolutely. So I head up the marketing and the analytics department,
Yeah.
which is, um, I obviously think the best department, but mostly because it bridges marketing and creativity, but also our data, which is what I think is what makes Samsung Ads so exciting.
Mm-hmm.
Samsung Ads, I define us as kind of like the media division of Samsung.
Mm-hmm.
So we're a fairly new business, under 10 years. So by Samsung standards, that's pretty young.
Yes.
And really, it's actually the services business. So we have things like Samsung TV Plus, which is streaming
Yeah.
on TVs. We've got cloud gaming, and then obviously Samsung Ads. So it's like it's kind of a big innovation hub within Samsung, and really a new area for Samsung to be exploring in the media space. So it's a very exciting and fast-growing part of the company.
It really is, and we've all seen Samsung Ads and your meteoric rise over the last 7 years or
Yes.
so, is it? Yeah. So you're at the cutting edge of so many things that are happening in digital.
Mhm.
We're kind of a day into Cannes. Sorry to ask two questions in one go, but what do you think are going to be what do you think are going to be the hottest topics here? What's on Samsung's agenda?
Yeah. I mean, I think everybody's talking about AI.
Yes, they are.
AI and
It's definitely
creativity is definitely the hot
on.
topic.
Yeah.
And a very relevant topic, and a fun topic. So I think
Mhm.
that's great. I think TV is really hot.
Mhm.
I think there's a lot of talk about TV. I think advertisers, it's kind of having its a renaissance. Is that what I should be saying?
Yeah.
Because I think how it's evolved suddenly with CTV and streaming, and it's such a hot area.
Mhm.
And TV, I think, from an advertiser's point of view, it's just like it's the medium that really lends itself best to storytelling and
Mhm.
creativity. So I think it's really what kind of advertisers really strive for.
Mm-hmm. And so, leaning in on the AI comment, how's that playing a role in connected TV and TV? Where's AI meeting the connected TV business and streaming business?
Yeah, I mean, I think for me, I mean, for me personally, I think AI is a lot more about optimizing and speeding up what we already do.
Yes.
So I think some of our AI products, such smart outcomes, it really is about taking the products that we've developed and the objectives that our advertisers have,
Mm-hmm.
and then optimizing for that. And
Mm-hmm.
and I think that's where AI can really play an important role.
Yes, yeah, we see that so much. And for Samsung Ads, when you're looking at your agenda and what you expect to be talking about, or what brings you most to Cannes, what are you most interested to hear about and to talk about
Yeah.
from a Samsung perspective?
So data, we'll always
Yeah.
talk about data.
Yeah.
We love our data. We recently launched mobile data. So Samsung we have 70 million TVs in Europe,
Okay.
and we have the largest set of deterministic data
Mm-hmm.
in Europe,
Mm-hmm.
and TV data. And then we recently just launched Samsung mobile data to overlay that as an extra layer, which is huge.
Yeah.
So suddenly now you're bridging CTV and mobile data and really better understanding how people are. So if just because you watch a sports program on TV,
Mm-hmm.
that tells you, okay, this person's a sports fan. But then if you have their mobile usage data, you can start understanding, okay, if they have a Chelsea app or they have a running app, and you can really understand what sports they're interested in. Really can help advertisers better understand how that usage data piece.
Yes, so the optimization can become
Even more.
even more.
And then I think the second big thing, which I'm personally the most excited about, is game breaks.
Okay.
So it's just about reimagining what a TV ad can be.
Okay.
So you think TV advertising, it's been forever a video ad. Right?
Yes.
15, 30, 40 seconds,
Yes.
whatever. And they're great. I love a good video ad. But it doesn't have to be a video ad. Why is it a video ad? And I think CTV and technology means that we can really totally reimagine what an ad on TV is.
Mm-hmm.
And so what we launched recently is Game Breaks, which is basically interactive ad on your TV,
Okay.
which you can play as a family or on your own. And instead of just watching an ad, now you can just do a little game, and it'll be sponsored by an advertiser, so they still get their branding, but it's way more engaging and interactive, which I think moving the needle to something quite different.
That's super cool. So, out of interest, where can you where are those ads accessible? Where would I see that type of ad?
Yeah, so it launched in the US already a couple months ago,
Yeah.
and now we're launching in the UK. So we're opening our beta trial now.
Yeah, I have children. I just know how much they'd interact
Oh,
with
they'll
that.
love that. It's
Yeah,
like the
they will love that
family.
so much.
You know, you get competitive. You're like, oh, who knows the answer to this? And I think especially for children,
Yes,
they love showing off, like knowing something.
they do, and they want to be involved, and gamifying things is always good.
Yeah.
And is it too soon to have the data to say how that's working? Are you seeing the data in the US from a
So the US data, which I don't know on the top of my head, I'll be honest,
yeah,
was very positive.
Yeah.
Very, very positive. Obviously now we're launching in the UK, and there's no reason why it shouldn't be the same. But obviously we'll release hopefully some results as soon as that's live.
Yeah, cool. So last year when I was in Cannes on the Cannes Captures podcast, we were very CTV focused, and I think the big question was, I'm trying to remember back to a year ago because things move so fast, but it was kind of like, where are we in the CTV journey from? It was how mature is the market? Where are we really? So just out of interest, whilst I've got you, a year on, where do you think we are on that CTV journey from it as a mature platform?
Yeah, I think we're right at the beginning.
Still,
I really do. I think it's, we have, when CTV launched, it was really about data and TV, and it's suddenly merging these two things, and everybody's like, wow, and we're like, wow, this is amazing. Now you're basically taking the data of like digital, that's no digital, and adding it to TV that makes it addressable, it means it's targetable. All these things are so great. But I think that's literally just the beginning.
Yes.
And things like launching these game breaks, like how we're reimagining what an ad could look like. I think there's so much scope here. Like if you'd add, you think about, and this is what you think of a mobile phone. You used it to call, text originally. Then you had smartphones, and suddenly your phone is your life. Your whole life is on your phone. You use it for your tracking your health. You use it for your banking. You use it for everything.
Literally everything. Yeah.
Literally everything. And now the TV is going through that same evolution of, it was, a device at the center of your home, which you turn on to just watch. Now suddenly you're gaming on your TV. You have art stores. We have an art store on our TV. So now your TV is a piece of art. You can be shopping on your TV. You can we have a health app where you can do your yoga through your TV. TV is going through that same evolution, and it is the hub of the home. I was at my friend's house that day, has so many Samsung devices. And
so you were pleased to see that.
Well, to be honest, yeah, I helped them with that. So, but it's like we were watching the tennis, the Roland Garros, and suddenly a notification came up on the TV reminding him that the food in the oven was nearly ready.
Wow!
Because he has it connected. I mean, that's the kind of where we're going. So I think we haven't, most of us haven't thought ahead. I'm sure there's some people that are thinking about this all the time and have these big ideas.
Yes.
But I think we're really right at the beginning, because I think the possibility that the smart TV is going to open up for the role of the TV in the home is going to be immense.
Yes, and it's such a hub as well. Yeah, I can really visualize it. Well, look, thank you so much for joining us. It's a great way to start day two.
Thank you.
Whilst I've got you, just over the next few days, is there anything outside of CTV you'd like to listen and learn about? Or is it just not enough time?
No, I'd love to learn about it. I think actually retail media. I think retail media is like the big, talking point there. CTV is also another one, and I think actually when you put them two together, it could be really exciting.
Yes.
And I don't think I know personally enough about retail media. Like, I hear the buzzwords, but I don't fully understand, or haven't really put enough time to think of like how the combination. But I can see there's like some sparks there.
Yes.
Some interesting sparks.
Well, we host lots of events, and when we ask what do people want to come and hear about, retail media and CTV are the two, and there's retail media reference back to CTV quite a lot as a platform. So yeah.
There you go.
Cool.
I'm right on trend.
But thank you so much for having me, and again for hosting Cannes Captures podcast.
We're
We're
welcome.
really grateful.
Have a great Cannes.
Thank you.